Hello, and welcome back to the Broken Doll. Well, I thought I should come back here and get out my shop and say a few words and show you something that I got today. Well, I want to say thank you to everybody who put out some kind, loving words about when Porky died. And our house is different, our yard is different, but you know something I know now after it's all done and said. Tamara and I have been talking, and one of the things we always say, we're glad we did what we did, because he wasn't in a good place on this planet here. So I think Vera next door, she's got him on the other side of Rainbow Bridge, and they're all playing together. So that's how we're leaving it, and we're putting it there. And I do know they go to heaven. Animals do. They're created by the hand of God. Those are his creatures, and there we go. All right, so I want to say thank you, though, for all the wonderful words that were given to me of encouragement and of prayers and everything else. So anyhow, today we had to go out, my daughter and I. She had a bill to pay, and we had to go a different direction today near our downtown area. And so anyways, we heard there was a new thrift store that has opened up. Quite the nice thrift store. So anyways, we went in there, and I didn't see much for myself at the time. You know, not every thrift store is going to have something for you. I understand that. So I thought, well, not today, but maybe another day. It wasn't until we circled around and we were coming up to the till. My daughter got a couple things. And one of the things that she got was these little wire holders. And they hold your wires together or something. They're 50 cents each in a brand new packaging and everything. So she bought those up. And as we were standing there, all of a sudden I looked up past the lady that was the cashier, and I went, can I see that? And the next thing I know, she brought down this box off the wall. It was at $45, this doll. It was a doll, of course. And she was going now marked down to $25. So she must have been there for a little while. And here she is in her original box. And her name is called Sweet Judy. There she is in her original box. And she is made in the USA. And she's made by Deluxe Premium Corporation, Newark, New Jersey. Isn't that something? Wearing the most exquisite lace dress, taffeta dress ever designed. Entire doll made of miracle vinyl. This is the 1950s. Vinyl was a new thing. Composition, where was it going? Out the door. And in was coming the vinyl. And that's why they call it miracle, because it was so new to them. And today we don't think twice about getting something with vinyl or whatever. We're just so used to it. But back then, vinyl was a new thing. Remember, we're coming away from bisque dolls to composition dolls, cloth dolls, like rag dolls and all that, that were wood dolls that were all being made before the 1950s. Now, I'm not saying other wood dolls were not being made. Oh, they probably were, you know, still a little bit here and there, you know. But it trickled. It started to trickle, and the tap was shutting off, and another tap was opening for vinyl, and vinyl was just booming right through the roof. So let's take a look and see what I got here. I want to make sure you're seeing everything. So I'm going to put you up a little bit, because this girl is 25 inches of doll. And she's all in her original. Here she is. And here's her tag that says Sweet Judy, $25. There we go. We'll just put her box. I don't want the cat, because my cat loves to rip boxes. So that box is going to go up in the attic. There she is in her beautiful, beautiful dress. There she is. Oh, I've got to get this on her better than what it is. Her nice little headpiece. There we go. I think this goes around from ear to ear. My mother used to wear things like this. Oh, I think it goes this way so you can see the flowers more. There we go. Isn't she gorgeous, though? And she needs to be done up at the back. I don't know if she's missing a dome or what was going on. Yeah, she doesn't have anything on the back to hold her dress together. So maybe might just use a little pin to pin her and everything. But this has never been taken off of her. She's just... oh, she's gorgeous, you know. And I think I might give her just a little wipe down. Just give her a little bit of a cleaning. But she's got her blue shoes. Look at that. Oh, my goodness. Everything's about the shoes. Fingernail polish. Everything's on her. She's gorgeous. She's stiff, like how she should be, you know. She hasn't been played with. Oh, she's wonderful. She's just a wonderful, wonderful doll. The head is more vinyl-y, like soft vinyl, I guess you can say. The rest is more like a hard hard vinyl. But, oh, she's gorgeous, though. I just love her. I think she's just wonderful. For $25. I did look her up on eBay. There is one right now going in the same... Oh, she's got a little rip in her dress right there. Okay, well, I'll have to sew that up. And just put a little pin on the back. But here's her dress. It's made of taffeta, like they said. Oh, my goodness. My mother used to wear taffeta. I had a little dress, I remember, that had taffeta also in it or on it or somewhere, you know, type of thing. But I think she's gorgeous. Just beautiful, you know. Yeah, I think she's just wonderful. I can see the dirt on her that she needs to, you know, be just wiped down a little bit. But that's about it. It just seems to be what's been exposed, you know, out to the elements. But it's just a wipe down will make a world of a difference on her. Her legs don't look too bad. They look pretty good. But she doesn't have no panties on. So I got some panties here. We'll put a pair of panties on her. And, yeah. Wow. I think she looks just beautiful, though. But there she is, right from head to toe. And that's what I got. Now, I did buy something else as well. But it's inside my house right now. One of the things that I'm going to talk to you about, maybe some of you can relate, maybe not. But anyways, my husband passed away about 5 years ago. This October 2nd, it's going to be 5 years that my husband has been passed away. And anyways, one of the things that my daughter has been talking to me about is how masculine my house is. Now, I didn't even notice it because I was raised in a very more masculine house. I had 3 brothers, you know, my mother and I, and the only way we got another girl in the house was to have a female dog, you know. But that was about it. As far as humans were concerned, it was just the 2 of us. And we had all these boys, you know. Now, I can't say our house was overly masculine, but, you know, I seem to trend more to what my husband likes. Something like, I'll give you an example. For 40 years, we had a picture of Jesus hanging on the wall of him knocking on the door and to let him into your life. Well, we had that up there because we had children. We wanted that to be placed in their hearts every day. Well, you know, something for 40-something years, I've looked at Jesus knocking on the door. Now, I have nothing against it or anything. I still love Jesus and everything. But the picture has been enough, you know. It was a big picture, too. So I took it down. And my daughter and I were looking around, what are we going to put there? It's an empty wall. Something's got to go in its place. So we found this beautiful giraffe. I love giraffes. If you ask me what animal I like, I don't have one particular. If you say to me what animal you like, well, if you were to tell me, you know, I would reply back, my safari animal is a giraffe. You know, forest animal is the owl, you know, and I don't have just one animal I love, you know. But I'm very partial to giraffes. I love giraffes. I don't know what it is. But anyways, we found this lovely giraffe picture. And it's tin on wood, and it's just been beautifully done. Then today, while we were downtown, I said to my daughter, I want to go into this other shop here. And it's just a little shop, and you go inside. And I said, the last time we were here, I saw a beautiful little rag doll sitting in a chair. I want to see if they still have her. Well, it's been in new ownership took over, and another lady who retired, and she changed things up a little bit. But now that this is more, instead of gifts, this is more like home stuff, and it's beautiful stuff in there. I was just overwhelmed and overtaken by it. But what she had up on, now here's another thing. Okay, we're going to back up a little bit. Now we go over to my fireplace. What hung over my fireplace was a great big picture of 2 ships battling it out with cannons, cannon fire. Now, my husband loved it, you know. I did too, actually. I didn't mind it at all. I thought it was quite nice to put over the fireplace. But you know what? I've looked at it for over 30 years. Over 30 years. I've had enough of those 2 ships battling it out. So, it came down. And we're saying something's got to hang there. Well, we found this nice picture of these little chickadees across the branch. And if I got it right now, and all next week, there's no tax. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to get it right now. Because if I don't, someone's going to come wandering into that store. Because next week, the whole downtown area is going to be stopped off, like they stop from people taking their cars down, and you get to walk right in the middle of the streets because all these antique and vintage cars are going to be down the street. And you get to walk down, and they have food and all this stuff. So anyways, she told me, she says, well, I can give it to you right now, you know, with no tax. And because this retro thing is going on, retro cars or something, you know, is going on, and we're going to have retro and vintage cars down here, And I said, okay then. I said, I will come and, you know, I will take, I'm going to come down next week and I'll get this picture. She goes, I'll give it to you now with no tax. I went, okay, I'll take it, you know. So I took the picture and away we went. We hung that over the fireplace. Oh, does it look so much nicer. It looks very womanly now in there. It's like a woman lives here. You know, which is what it is, you know. So, you know, but it took me 5 years to do that. And to even, you know what, my daughter never said a word to me. I would never have noticed. Because I've just lived among all this for years. I never thought anything of it. I just, what it was, you know. So it was nice to refresh the walls. We're going to repaint in there and everything coming up. But it was so nice to refresh the walls with something new to look at. It was one of the most wonderful things I've ever done. You know, so just a little touch of Tammy now, you know. But it's a nice touch. And you know, the thing is, my husband loved birds, so in a sense, it still brings him in on it. Now he didn't say much about giraffes, but that's my thing. So, anyways, I thought I'd share that with you, and we're going to get working on this little girl. But I also, in the meantime, I've got all my nautical stuff out and ready. So tomorrow, I'm hoping tomorrow morning, I'm going to get myself put together here, get out to my table tomorrow, and I'm going to start changing babies. And I want to bring out new and different ones as well. I seem to show always the same one, and I will be still, but I want to get new stuff out and new dolls to look at in different clothing. And we'll still have Grumpy Baby and a few others, you know. But there have been some that have been ignored, and I think they're feeling it. So we don't want a doll battle going on in there in the nursery. Okay, so anyways, but I do want to get this little girl on the go here too. And I Millie putted her chest plate. She feels really good. Oh, does she feel better now? She feels really good. So I'm really happy with that. She seems to be taken very well now to the Millie put, and she feels secured. Before, when she didn't have this on her chest plate, she felt very like soft, bendable type of thing. Not now. She's, even up here, she's very dry, feeling really good now. So I want to get going on her and start doing more work on her. But I do want to get my nautical theme. This will always be here, but my bush will not be white forever out there. They don't last very long. So I either got, I think maybe this week and maybe a little bit of next week, and then those things start flying in the air, those little white petals. So anyways, thanks for joining me. A lot more to come. So stay tuned for my nautical theme coming up. And my daughter's looking for the music right now to go along with it. So anyways, thanks for joining me. And we'll be talking to you again soon. All right. I'll be coming back again. Bye-bye.